All right, in this video exercise, we are working with word problems based on size. And what we're going to do is we're going to work with this lamppost right over here. So we're going to take it in 3 simple steps. The first step is we're going to interpret what the words actually mean and then translate that into a picture where we can label all the details. And finally, we're going to form an equation that we're going to solve and come up with the variable or the outcome that's been asked for in the question, in the problem, with all those words. So what is it about? Well, we have a lamppost and it's got 3 sections. Well, it's got a head section, it's got a body section, and it's got this down below here called the base of the lamppost. So I'm just going to read the question out to you. The body of a lamppost is twice as long as its base. Its base is twice as long as its head. Altogether, the lamppost is 560 centimeters. Our task, how tall is each section? So what we're going to do is we're going to work backwards from each sentence. So the first part says, we know that the last sentence says how tall is each section, which means we need to find out each one and we need a variable. Next, second last sentence says, altogether the lamppost is 560 centimeters. So I'm going to go ahead and label that up. So from the top to the base, it's 560 centimeters. Okay, that's the whole thing. Let's go backwards again. I'm going to read the next sentence just before that. It says its base, there's its base, is twice as long as its head. So that means the head is half as big as its base. So let the head right over here, let's call that a variable. Let's call it what? We'll call it x. So its head, we'll call it x, and that's its head. Okay. Its base is twice as long as its head. So if its base is twice as long as its head is x, that means its base down here will be what? It'll be 2 times that, so that'll be 2x. That's its base. Okay, let me just read it one more time. Its base is twice as long as its head. Great, that works. Okay, let's go backwards to the first sentence. The body of the lamppost is twice as long as its base. So the body is twice as long as its base. It's going to be twice of that. So that means we're going to have 2 times, what's in there for the base? 2 times 2x. So that's going to be our base. Body, sorry. The body is going to be 2 times the base. So let me just put in the arrows here. Okay, now 2 times 2x, that's going to give us a value of 4x. So 4x is the actual body, 2x for the base, and the shortest length is the head, which is simply x. Now that it's labeled right up here in a picture, we've taken those words, we've got it visual, now we can form an equation. So let's form an equation. So what do we have? We've got x over here. So x plus the next section, which is the body, which is 4x, 2 times 2x. 4x plus the base down here, all equal the total length of the whole lamppost, which is 560, as you can see. 60 centimeters. Okay, all we have to do now is collect like terms, and you can see all the x's there. Let's bring them all together. We have x plus 4x, that's 5x, plus another 2x gives us 7x. So we have 7x, and that equals 560 centimeters. We've got the x there that we're after. That's the shortest head. The length of and height of that head right over there, the x. Let's divide both sides by 7 to get that home alone. Divide by 7, divide by 7. Therefore, x is equal to 560 divided by 7. That's going to give us a value of, and that is the size of the head, 80 centimeters. All right, I'm just going to go over there and label it. So that's going to be 80 right over here. So the head, we have it 80 centimeters. Now it's a matter of taking that 80 or that x and substituting into each section. So let's go to the middle section, the body. Now that's 4x. So all we have to do here for the body, let me just label this up as the head. Body. The body equals 4x. So that's 4x. And that equals 4 times 180. 4 times 80, sorry, 4 times 80. And that equals 4 times 80. So that's going to be 320 centimeters for the body. There's our body for 320. Write that, all of that 320. So let me just write that in. That's 320 centimeters for this section right here, the body. Okay, finally the base down here. Let's work out the base. That's going to be 2x. So that's 2x, 2 times x, which equals 2 times 80. And that equals 2 times 80. 160 centimeters. 160 centimeters down here for the base. So let me just write it in. That's 160 centimeters. There's our base right over there. Okay, if you want to check all this, all you have to do is add all these guys up, each section, one by one, and that should give you a grand total of 560. Let's check to ensure we haven't made any errors. So we have the head, which is 80. We have the body, 320, and the base, 160. Altogether, 0, 0, 0. 16, 2 is 8. 8 and 8 is 16. Carry the 1. 3, 1 is 4, 5. 560 centimeters. That's a check. That works. So again, each section, the head, 80 centimeters, body 320, and finally the base is 160 centimeters.